Well, it's a good thing I'm not out in Ruby right now. This storm sort of came up out of nowhere. We'll take it though. I was noticing my flowers down there at the bottom of the steps were wilting. We really need a shower. The tulip poplars are those yellow leaves you're seeing come down. They are always the first to start to fall nearing the end of the summer. It's daytime. Where are we headed, Dottie?
Going to the landfill. We're going to go to Mr. Ball and get some eggs.
You know, us girls, sometimes we just can't be too choosy about where our dates are. Well, I want you to know, Donnie, that I think you picked the perfect time to go to the landfill. Yeah. Not. Well, Don's plan was to get hot and sweaty going to the landfill, hope for a rain shower, and then go run when he got home. And I think he's going to still have steamy, but better than no rain. Wow, Donnie, I can't tell what podcast we're using without picking up your phone. Yeah. Can't pause it to record a segment without picking up your phone. Don's trying to point to me that there's some really pretty clouds over there. And I'm like, yeah, really? Like, can I sort of bend down and see them?
Yeah, well, you got all this diesel smoke
but
right
look,
here,
I'm
too.
glad that we're not...
Good.
Yeah, oh wow, it really is in here. Do you not keep your car on recycle or whatever? But yes, I'm glad Ruby's not behind him. We came through some serious mud on Judd Parkway too, where they have the construction. All the rain did was make the road a muddy mess over there.
Yeah.
But I wanted to come with you to keep you company because I love you.
That's right.
Well, the elementary school's coming along. That one's not going to be open for this school year, but I'm sure it'll be ready for next school year. Remember, we discovered that that was going in just a couple of weeks ago, and then up here on the right, it's literally just past this housing development turn-in is the new high school where Michelle's oldest son will be attending school this fall. Yep, there it is, the temporary Fuquay-Varina High School, actual Willow Springs High School. They're basically going to tear the Fuquay High School down and start from scratch. So it should look a lot like this one when they're done, because about the only thing in common with the old one will be the piece of land that it sits on. So we're actually at the container site over, I guess this is technically Willow Spring, versus the big landfill over in Holly Springs. And what they have here is pretty much everything except for maybe you can't drop off paint cans, liquids like that here. But they've got trash and cardboard and the standard recycle bin, recyclables, and they have a place where you can put construction debris like wood or metal or that kind of thing. Although contractors are not allowed to dump here, just residents. They take pallets and old electronics. They have a spot down on the end too where you can put washing machine and dryers and other small appliances. Yeah, Don picks that location because it's really not any farther than the one in Holly Springs, and because it's only about a mile and a half around the corner over to Mr. Ball's to get our farm fresh eggs. So it works out good for us. Again, we just don't want to mess with taking the big garbage can and recyclables down our long driveway. Don basically have to get out the lawn tractor and the cart and ride them down there and ride them back, and you know, that makes no, and we'd be paying somebody a lot of money to pick up the trash. Be different if they'd come all the way up to the house maybe. Yeah, Don buys us just enough eggs to get us through until the next time we need to haul the trash off. We go through a lot of eggs at our house.
Yeah, I like my bacon and eggs.
All right, Donnie, get us some eggs.
Ma'am.
Well, it's good to see you. You doing all right? Yeah, surviving the summer heat.
It worked on me, but I'm making it.
All right, we've got our eggs loaded up. Mr. Ball's got someone from Operation Catnip here to help him catch a few of the farm cats and take them to get snipped. Oh, there's her cute little cat in the window there, the little decal. I guess Operation Catnip does the spay neuters once a month, and this weekend's the weekend, so people are trying to trap today, tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah. So that they can use those services. So that's a really good thing. We're home and it's a steamy 83. I guess the good news is the road's drying off pretty quick. I'm using some white school glue to put the tags for the Feeling Groovy Rocks Facebook page on the back of our painted rocks from the other day. And then Don will spray clear coat on them for me. The white glue should dry pretty quick. I was very careful not to smear the ink. The underside of the paper and the top side of the back of the rock all have the glue on it. I'll let Don clear coat both sides, but the primary emphasis will be on the front. I just really want to make it so that if these get rained on, that the wording doesn't get blurred.
Hey, hey, hey! I'm your last 10th of the mile delivery person.
It's the new Insta360 One X camera. Yay! Don't shake it. I know what's in it. Amazon told me.
Yeah, you got Geico.
Yeah, another advertisement. Well, thank you.
Can I take my run on this to do my run on this today?
Sure, it's okay with me. That trail would be a lot more fun. Personally, I think the couch is looking better than the trail under any conditions, though.
I appreciate it, but if I had my nap now, and it's really not that bad. It's really humid, but it's not super hot.
Yeah, I had to run into the garage and grab a microfiber towel. My lens fogged up.
Oh, wow.
Well, I hope everyone else that ordered something really cool on Prime Day got their box today, too. So I'm a little bit disappointed that there's no air bubble or anything in this Amazon box. These things could clearly, as you heard Dawn move it a little bit, shake around in there. And this is a, you know, sensitive piece of equipment, but hopefully there's good wrapping inside of there. So I've got the camera, which is this, and a little case for the camera, and then the invisible selfie stick and tripod. So, well, let's get moving, open it up and see what we can do. I've already got the app installed on my phone. I'm so excited. All right, so first I'm gonna open up get the case out. So that's easy. This is just a simple case. It has a carabiner. I may have a camera string. I might prefer a string on it than the carabiner, I'm not sure, but it goes in here, and then you got a place for your charging cable or spare battery, whatever. So I just felt like a little protection was a good idea. And then, you know, the thing about this Insta360 is that when you're shooting the video, the software will take the selfie stick out of the pictures and video for you. It just kind of sees it and it removes them. So I definitely think that you should get the selfie stick with the camera for that capability. Oh, nice cushioned little case here. I like it. Very simple but purposeful. So it's just got the same screw-on kind of connector that my little handle on my vlogging camera has. And then this expands out. Obviously, I'll have to look it up a little bit more how it does that. Okay, there it goes. So you can hold it out. You can hold it out a pretty long way. I'm sure the guys will get a picture of me doing that. And I bet there's a trick for getting it to go down too. Looks like largest piece first, and then the rest will go. And then the little bullet tripod. So you can carry it. Don could put this in his blue jeans pocket for me. There's a little cover on the screw there just so it doesn't damage itself or anything else, I guess. And it just sits down like that, and you can put the camera on there, and voila, you've got yourself a little Insta tripod. But I think that was not so big that Don couldn't put it in his pocket if I wanted. So very cool. I think that's a must get with the camera. And then the camera itself. see how they've got this box closed up here. Okay, just 2 plastic on both sides. Don't let me make you too nervous with the my opening techniques here. Don always has his knife on him. I usually like to flip a pair of scissors over. Now, if you go to get one of these, make sure it's the Insta360 One X. Don't get just the old Insta360. And here's the little camera. There it is. Now, it does not, there are a couple of people that make a little thing, a silicone sleeve or a little clear cover for the lens, but you got to be careful, right? Because there's no built-in protection with it, which is another reason why I wanted the little case. I may order the silicone sleeve. I'm going to think about it. It kind of has a little flap that comes down on top. And then here's the little charging cable. I want to say it was USB-C. Actually what's in here is the battery and a strap. And then in the rest of the box, so it did have its own little tiny sleeve with a strap here. I guess if you wanted to maybe wear it on your body in front of you. Like I said, there's the battery, which is not currently in the camera. I'm not sure why the stickers. And a quick start guide, which I certainly need. And this one says, connect to your phone. And this one says, connect to your computer. I think a lot of the stuff I'm going to do is just take the card out and read the card the way I usually would, maybe. I don't know. So this is a USB cable, and the other end goes into the camera. Like I said, this is the one for your computer. And that is a micro USB, kind of goes into it on the side. Let's look at the camera itself. Well, I'll figure out there. Plugs in there, okay? And then let's look at what the phone cable could possibly be. I'm just all fingers. Come on, it's got to come out of here somewhere. The other one just opened right up for me. I didn't have to think too much about it. All right, this is how not to open up a box during an unboxing. Oh, wow, it sent me a lightning cable, a micro USB cable, and another longer micro USB cable. Wow, so I certainly think that there won't be any problems hooking this up. So I assume the regular, oh, this one's a type, this is micro USB to the camera type C. This is micro USB to the camera, micro USB to the phone. And this is micro USB to the camera, lightning cable to the phone. So, all right, well, I've certainly got a little bit of learning to do. I want to use it tomorrow, and I better get cracking if I want to figure it out. We saw the micro USB on the one side. This other side where I first thought was maybe it was a USB that was covered, that's the opening for the battery compartment. So first I've got to put the battery in and see where we stand on charging. So now it wants me to pull off this sticker on the bottom and insert a micro USB card. Now my card isn't here yet, the one that Don ordered for me off his Amazon account, but I do have a card that I can put in. Well, I hope this 64 gigabyte card that I found is sufficient, is the right kind. You have to have either a UHS 1 or a V30. Now this is not a V30, but I do think it is a UHS 1. The one we ordered is a V, I think it'll be here Monday, is a V30. The picture was quite useful in understanding which way the card was supposed to point up, and you can see that I've got it in there now. It says I need 5 volt 2 amp adapter to charge this. I'm thinking anything that'll charge my iPhone is okay. I'll check with Don. He should be back in a few minutes from his run. Don and I verified that the charger that came with the Pixel 3a is 5 volt 2 amp. And so we've got the USB-C to micro USB-C plugged in and it's charging, I think. I'm sure it is. And I have a helper. She's been very helpful. I pressed the bottom button here, the little button on, to turn it on. And I've taken it off of the charger now, and it's in standby mode. The battery is fairly charged. No, nighttime, you cannot have that cable. And I'm going to go start following some of the rest of the instructions. I can let it charge up to 100% overnight. So I installed the Insta360 One X app. There are a couple of different Insta360 apps out there, so make sure you get the right one. I got the camera and the phone talking. I've connected a lot of Canon cameras to the phone, so I sort of, I guess, didn't follow the process, but I got it working. I just did it in the settings on the iPhone X and then came into the app and, oh, okay, we're connected, that's great, versus doing it through the app. You can see here I'm connected to the One X phone, V8A59N.OSC, whatever that is. So the camera on the selfie stick. Okay, so there's a lens on this side and a lens on this side, and that's how we're getting a 360 view. App up on my phone from which I can take a photo, a video, or do some other things, but certainly photo and video capability. So that's pretty cool. And see if I'm moving the stick around with my left hand now and getting more help from the cat. Thank you, nighttime. As I move the stick around, you can see the live image on my screen moving. You can also see how the app is not showing the stick in my hand. It is not showing the stick in my hand. That's pretty cool. Looks like if you hold it at a slight tilt forward, then you don't even see the hand. That's interesting. I'm taking my first video in the house because it's dark outside now, and I'm holding the end of the stick, the selfie stick, and like I said, the whole beauty of this camera is that the software automatically gets rid of the stick in almost all conditions. I've seen lots of pictures and video, and it does a really great job. I haven't really extended. I kind of think probably shortening it up some so that it's only like 2 feet tall instead of 3 or 4 feet, and walking with it at or above eye level might be the way to go. But you have the flexibility. This is a really long selfie stick, so if you're out in the mountains and you're trying to see over the side of a cliff, you can let the camera do all the looking for you. Or, you know, if you're in a crowd of people or whatever and you need to put it up high over their heads, you can do that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.